Welcome to your lovely new home at Park Rise. This is an age-exclusive scheme for the over 55s. Today, in this video, I will show you the key features in your home and how to operate them. Also, within your welcome pack, you will receive a home user guide. This is your utility cupboard, so there's lots of things in here that I'm going to explain to you. This is the MVHR system, and you see the plug here, MVHR, you just need to leave that on. Don't need to do anything else. The only other thing you have to do around once a month is to pull this tab out. You'll see the little white tag there. Pull that out. This is your filter. You just give it a hoover and then you can slot it back in, tuck the little white tag in, put the top back on, and you're done. You do that on both sides. This will stop condensation and mould. It actually takes air from the kitchen and bathroom, recirculates that so you have fresh air in your bedroom and your living areas. Here is the cold water valve. You'll probably know this as the stopcock valve. You don't need to do anything, just leave it in this upright position. In the unlikely event you did have a leak in the apartment, you would turn it and it cuts the water off in your home. Customer service are there for you 24/7, and something like that would be treated as an emergency. I'm now going to show you the fire alarm circuit switch. You don't really need to do anything with this. The only reason I'm showing you it is so that you will know what the sound is like should, in the unlikely event, a fire occur in the apartment. You don't need to worry. You will be alerted by the alarm. Smoke detectors are here as well. An alarm won't go off if you burn your toast or anything like that. It's heat control, so it'd have to be heat as if there was a fire in the apartment. I only want to show you so that you'll know what the sound is if you hear it. I'm going to switch the white switch that's between the two red switches, just so that you can hear that sound. And that's the sound that you would hear in the unlikely event that there was a fire in the apartment. Sprinklers would come on automatically as well, so please don't worry, you are very safe in your home. I'm now going to just point to you in your utility cupboard your hyperoptic equipment, that's for broadband, and you've also got BT there as well. This one here, where it says on there hyperoptic, you can see the router underneath, and this is the BT connection box as well. It is a personal choice what you want to use. You can also have a landline put in, and again that would be through the BT connection that you can see in the utility cupboard here. This is your electrical distribution board, commonly known as your fuse board. I'm sure everyone will be familiar with one of these. If something in your apartment was to trip, one of these will come down. If you have a look, if something's not working, say your kettle won't come on or your toaster, come in here. They're all marked up underneath. If it's down, flick it back up and your appliance should work. Let me take you into your gorgeous bathroom and show you how the heated towel rail works. First of all, switch it on down here. How to operate your heated towel rail. At the bottom here, you can see this dial. If you press this one at the top, the blue light will come on. To get your heat, press the plus sign and you can see that the lights start to increase. If you want it cooler, press the minus side and you can see they'll come back down again. To turn it off, press that one again and that's it. So here in the kitchen area, you have your heat detector. In the living area is the smoke detector. They are mains operated and they do have a battery backup system. In the future you may hear a bleep bleep beep. That means the batteries need changing. So I'm going to show you how to open your windows. All of the windows at Park Rise are double glazed, so you won't hear any noise from outside. When I open it, you'll probably hear some noise then. So to show you how to open it, press the button here, lift the lever and push. Up here you can see the red lever. You push the red lever, the window will come all the way in. To re-engage, you push it back. As you pull forward, that re-engages and then you can close. We do have window cleaners at Park Rise, and they will be doing the external windows. So this is your balcony door, double glazed. To open, push down, open. To stop the door flowing, so moving around in the wind, all you need to do, wherever you might want to do it, all the way back, halfway, push the lever up, and that locks that door, and you can see it won't move. Push it down again, bring it forward, pull the handle up to lock, turn, and that is locked now, and you're nice and secure in your home.
What is a heat network? A heat network provides you with heating and hot water and uses a large shared energy centre as a heat source, rather than your own individual heat source, for example, a gas boiler. Heat networks can come in a variety of sizes, from small networks that only supply single buildings called communal heat networks, to large networks spread across cities supplying multiple buildings called district heating networks. These networks are used to supply homes, businesses and public buildings with heat. Firstly, hot water is generated at a large shared energy centre and is then distributed across a network of insulated pipes. The insulated pipes maintain the temperature of the water before reaching your property. At your property, a heat interface unit, or HIU, controls the heating and hot water available to you and ensures the water is heated to the required temperature. A HIU acts like a combi boiler, but runs on hot water instead of gas, and is a bridge between your home and the heat network. The HIU also has a heat meter installed inside to monitor the consumption of heat and hot water you use in your home. Having a heat meter installed ensures that you only pay for the energy that you use. Whenever you decide to turn on your property's heating or hot water, you will be provided with an instant supply. Once the hot water has circulated around the heat network, it will be distributed back to the large shared energy centre to be reheated and redistributed. For more information, get in touch with our team. How does a heat meter work? When you live in a building where heating and hot water are supplied through a heat network, your property might have a heat meter device installed. This heat meter will be installed near the point where the heat network pipes enter your home, or may be installed within a heat interface unit, which controls your supply of heat and hot water in a similar way to a traditional boiler. If you have hot water supplied separately, you might also have a separate hot water meter, which works just like any water meter and measures the volume of hot water you use, normally in cubic meters, which is 1,000 litres. So why do heat meters not just measure the volume of hot water used in your property? On a heat network, you are using the heat or thermal energy from the water in the heat network. You are not using the actual water. There is a hotter flow pipe going into your property and a cooler return pipe that leaves, which takes the water back to be reheated and redistributed. The heat meter measures the amount of thermal energy you have used from the hot water flowing into your property. It does this by measuring the temperature of the water in the flow pipe and in the return pipe, and working out the difference between the two. It then multiplies this temperature difference by the flow rate of water, as well as the thermal coefficient of the water in the heat network. So once we have the temperature difference and flow rate, the heat meter can calculate an energy value which is displayed on the meter in kilowatt hour. With a heat meter, you will only pay for the heat or the thermal energy you actually use. This is a fair and transparent way of being billed for your consumption. Want to know more about tariffs or how a heat network works? Get in touch with our team.